Hello friends, I am Trilochan. I hope you are safe and healthy. In the first part of the Deno Crash Course, we have learned how to install Deno and how to build the REST API on Deno. So today we will discuss how to build a REST API with MySQL. So without any further delay, let's move forward. So this is api.ts we have written in last video. So let's create a MySQL page. So new file. Yes, this control S save it first. MySQL ts mysql.ts save it. So here it is the file. So let's go to the Deno MySQL third party module page. This is the page. So here you can copy this connect code, just copy it and we'll just paste it here. Yes, this is done. So you just need to change your host name, and this is the URL you are importing, and once you import, then it's no need to import, means no need to download and maintain. So here you can change your password, DB name and host name, username, so according to your database. So it's done. So let's create an API. Like we have to create, suppose I have here I will show you the guest table. So in guest table there is a parameter first name, last name, email name, and first one is ID and last one is the registered date. So let's import this MySQL ts file, import client. So this is the connection object from MySQL ts dot slash mysql dot ts. Yes, so now we'll create a means the format way. So let's comment welcome API, then we'll make another APIs like fetch, add guest, fetch, add guest, update, delete. We can make an API for that. So first one is let's add guest. So this is same as a simple TypeScript programming. It's a nothing much, so you can learn easily. So this is add guest API. So let's change the function name add guest. So in add guest there is a two parameter. The first one is request and second one is response. So let's add here request comma response. Yes, so this is TypeScript, so we have to mention the type. So for that request, so this is yes any, the type is any. So this is done. So let's wrap it, it's not showing. Yes, request response is done. So let's create a MySQL query. So before that I would enter, I will use try here, try catch. So because every transaction, database transaction, I will recommend you will use try. So before that let me collect the data from the request. The constant body equals to wait. Yes, this await await request dot body, request dot body. Yes, so here is this is expression are only allowed with async function. So let's add async keyword here, enter. Yes, it's done. So now we'll save another variable. So let's save in constant guest. So we'll save the guest detail, guest equals to body dot value, body dot value. Yes, so let's save it with the query MySQL query. Okay, so here I will add tab. Yes, So before that, let me check this is body is request has body or not. If it's not, then we'll respond to the 400 error, so that it will check the body is, if their body is there, then we'll insert the data. Okay, so response dot status equals to 400. Yes, then response dot, so once I will write, then I will copy in another API, other APIs. So response dot body, and it will be the array. So here, so response success true, false. So here it is false success, and we can give it a message like no data, no data. Yes, this is done. So this is validation. Once one type of validation is done, so let's now let's finally we connect to MySQL. So in else, yes, here I will write try catch method, because this is most important while you are transaction in database, while doing any transaction in database. So I will recommend use try catch, because it will give you the right information while, let's say, any error will occur. Okay, so constant result client or object of, this is the connect MySQL object. So client dot execute. So for yes, execute, this is the same MySQL query you can write. So insert into guest table. So as I told, the guest table I have already created in our database. So like as database name is Deno. So guest table, within the guest table we will insert the three parameters. The first one is first name, second one is last name, here it is last name, comma, then third one is email. Yes, so values are, yes, values are question mark, comma, question mark. So we'll pass these values in array, comma. So here it is the guest. So our value, all the values are saved in guest. So guest dot first name. So similarly guest name, guest dot last name, and guest dot email. So comma guest dot last name, comma guest dot email. Yes, so now it's done. So let's create a response, success response body here. So already response dot status equals to 200. This is success status. So once it's inserted, then response dot body. So already I have yes, I can copy this one, Ctrl X, paste here. The success is true, then data, you can write data, then result. Yes, done. So then we will write try is done. So let's write down the catch. Yes, try, here it will be catch. Yes, then error message, error, So here it will be response dot status equals to 500 because some error occur. Status equals to 500, and response dot body is a similar like success false, and we can write any message. So here we will write the exact message we will got, the error dot to string. That means it will print as a string. So response dot body, the success false, comma, message error dot to string. Yes. So this is a long code. I will copy in the next API will I'll write. So this is once done, then we'll no need to write down again and again. So this is finally we have to close this. So anyhow we have to close this connection. So await client dot close. This is the method to close the connection in MySQL, like in Deno. Close. This is done. So this is we just create a API for the add guest. So copy this one, and we have to export also this. We have to export here this add guest here, comma, add guest. Yes, it's exported now. So we can now add the roots so that we can call the API. So let's go to the roots page, roots.ts. Yes, here. So add here, add just. So let's create an router. So this is post method because we are passing the data. So let's post, and yes, slash API slash add hyphen guest gust. Yes, this is the post method, and it will call to the add guest function. So add guest. So this is the root is done. So let's save it, and this is, yes, we have already written all the server, and this is MySQL. So let's go to the command prompt. So here, yes, it's API is done, everything is right. So let's go to the command prompt now. Yes, so let's run it. Deno run sorry, allow hyphen allow net, then the file name is server.ts, our root file. Enter. Yes, it's compiled. Server running. Yes, this is running now. So let's check in postman. So our path is localhost. Yes, I have already tested this program before showing you. So here this is suggestion. So locust add guest. So here let's go to the body row. We'll pass the JSON data. So for that we have three parameters like first name, last name, and email. So let's add this one. First name, let's take my one colleague name Upendra, and his last name is Pradhan. So let's add it. First name, then now his last name. Yes, last name is, let's make it Pradhan, then comma, the third one is email, right? So let's add email. So email is, let's make it upendra@gmail.com. upendra@gmail.com. Yes, this is done. So let's send it. Yes, request. Sorry, method not allowed. So this is post method. So let's make it post and send again. Yes. So now success is true. Data is not showing. That means I did something wrong here. So let's check it. So first name, last name, Upendra, and this data is saved, but it's not returning anything in data parameter. So let's check it in database. Yes, yes, the Upendra Pradhan is inserted. Okay, here it is, all the data, Upendra Pradhan and upendra@gmail.com. So let's go to the coding. Here, here data is not showing, right? Here it is. Yes, so we have written result. Yes, so we need to the guest. Let's copy it and paste, so that it will give you the inserted data. So save it and let's run it again. So go to the command prompt first. Yes, control C. Yes, run and again. Yes, so let's, now we can save it again. So let's change it another name. So another cooling name. My name is Ranjit, means another cooling name, Ranjit Das. So let's, email ID is ranjit @gmail.com. So here it is, send it. Yes, yes, now you can see the inserted data you can show here. So this is how you can add the guest details. So you can make your API accordingly. So let's refresh it. Yes, so Ranjit Das also inserted. So we have inserted the three data here. So the next is we'll fetch this data, then update and delete. So let's go to the API page. So here we will add guest is done. So we'll do the fetch. The second API will create the fetch guest. Fetch guest. No, this is capital. Yes. Enter. So here we will write the same function. This is the same way, nothing will change, just query will need to change. So here in fetch there is no request is needed. So get guest, you can write your function name. Here request is not needed, so only response. So we are fetching the data, so we are not requesting anything. In request where there is no data we are requesting, so only response is there. So let me write the query. So constant results equals to client, so await, obviously, client dot query query. So this is a query you can write. So select star from guest table. This is the simple query you can write. So getting your all the guest details. So select star from guest underscore table. Enter. Yeah. So this is the simple query. So the details. So this is the response. You can copy it. Here we can paste. Yes. So here is data is result. Copy, paste. So this is done. So yes, we forgot the try method here. So let's try. This is most important. As I said, every transaction, database transaction, I will recommend to add try. So here it is, try. So let's copy the catch, and finally here let's copy it and paste it here. So get guest method is done. So here we'll add get guest method in export. Here copy, comma, enter. Yeah, get guest is done. So let's go to the roots. Here we'll also add this method get guest, and get guest is the get method. So let's copy this one and paste, and here is we'll just change the URL get hyphen guests. Yes. So let's go to another, yes, add another, copy it. This is get method, right? So here we can add just get guest. So no guests. Okay, so let me change here also get guests. Yes. So we have to run this one, compile and run, then we can request this one. So here and compiled and running now. So let's go to the yes request. Here it is. So all the data is fetched. So we have three data, Trilochan, Upendra and Ranjit. So this data is fetched. So let's update the guest details. So here there is same update, actually the same is insert. So only we have to change the query. So for that just update guest, and we'll copy this insert function. So add guest function. So let's copy it. Copy, then paste. Yes. So only we need to change the method name, function name, update guest, and request response and everything is same. So let's go to the just update the query. So this is yes, very simple. Let's go to the yes, here it is. We'll change the query. So instead of insert into guest table, so we'll write the update query here. Here update guest table set. So here it is like according you just add your update your data. So I'm just in demo purpose I'm adding updating the all data like first name, last name and email. So here it is last name, then email. So condition in update query, you know that conditional parameters should be needed. So where id is this much, so id equals to question mark. So we'll pass all the data in array. So for array, here square bracket, so within that we'll pass all the value which is requested from your API. So all the data is saved in guest, right? So guest dot first name, enter, comma, guest dot last name, then third one is guest dot email, and for id guest dot id. So these four data you have to pass in request, so that it will the updated data you can pass, so that it will get updated. So guest dot id, here it is. So this is done. So update function is done. So let's export it. Yeah, everything is fine. Yes, update guest, let's copy and just paste it here. Yes, update guest. So now it's done. So let's go to the roots. Here we can just paste it. So for update the data, so we'll add the put method here. So dot, so let's copy and add it to put. Yes, so here it is. So the URL is API update guest and the method is update guest. This is very simple. Once one API is done, then we just copy paste everything. So let's run it. Yes, yes, server running on port 8000. So let's test it. So yes, copy it, add. So URL is update guest. So here it is, the method is put, right? So we have to pass the value like data so that it will get updated. So go to the body, raw, JSON, then paste it. So here we have to add the ID because according this ID will updated the data. So ID equal to, you can write 3 or 4. So let's make it 4 first one. Yes, in 4 Ranjit data is there. So Ranjit 1, Ranjit 2 and Ranjit dot das gmail.com. Yes. So now yes, send it. Yes, this is done. So all the data is updated. So let's check in MySQL workbench. Yes, yes, data is updated, right? So this is update method is done. So let's make it another API for delete the guest details. So go to the APIs. Here this is done. So we'll create another API, delete guest. Yes. So for delete guest, there is a we'll just pass a parameter here through the URL, so that we will catch this parameter and that ID as a parameter will be the ID. So we'll copy this, means we'll take it delete the particular data or row according that ID. So we have passed. So this is same function here. It is not, request is not needed. So we'll taking a parameter params, as a parameter will take from URL. So as this is TypeScript, so we have to define the parameters, the type params, and parameters may be multiple, so that's why we will take it as a array. So here ID, so ID type you can take as a string in safe, and yes, I have taken the string. So request is not needed, so let's delete it. Yes, the async function, yes, everything is done. So now we'll write query for it to delete the guest details. So let's start with try. Yes, so for delete, query is same, delete from guest table where ID is this much. So result equals to it client dot query here it is. You can write your query for deleting any details. So this is you have written a lot of APIs in the same way. Demo is, I'm just showing in how it is the same APIs we can do in REST API, we can do in Deno. So this is not new, but language is new, but TypeScript is the same. So this is same, I can say this is very easy. We can write any API in Deno. So params.id. Yes, done. So this is query is done. So let's copy the response body and then catch part, catch. So let's copy it here. Yes, this is success body. So here is no data. So let's make it a message. Yes, so message will be like guest with id. So let's make it dynamic. Here params.id. So guest with id this has been deleted. So in this way you can write the message, yes, has been deleted. Yes, so let's copy the catch from the above function. Yes, this one, paste it. Yes, delete guest is done. So let's save it and copy a delete guest and add here. So this is also export. So in roots also we'll add delete guest, and for delete, so we need to create a delete method here, delete, and url is same, /api delete guest, delete hyphen guest, hyphen guest. Yes, and we'll pass the parameter id. So here it is delete guest. So this is roots also done. Save it. So let's go to the command prompt. Yes, control C, let's break it and let's run it again. Yes, so this is done. Yes, server running now. So now we'll check in postman. So let's add it. So method is delete, url is delete guest, and the id will be 4. So let's delete it. Yes, this is success, but this is not a dynamic parameter id. We are not getting a dynamic, so I think we have to add. Oh, I have added a single quote here. So backward, here it is. Yes, go to the api.ts. Yes, let's check it is deleted or not. Yes, the fourth one is deleted. Ranjit Das details has been deleted. So let's just change it the api.ts so that it will be a dynamic id here. Yes, I have added the single quote, so let's make it here. It is, yes. Yes, parameters id. Yes, no change. Yes, there is no error here, so let's, no, yes, this will work. Sorry, yes, this will work. So let's save it and run it again. I think roots is, everything is fine. Yes, so sorry, so we have to run it again, so that, yes, let's run it again. Yeah, and yes, done. So let's check it in postman. Yes, guest with id 3 has been deleted. Yes, this is actually I needed. Yes, done. So let's, yes, Upendra data is there. Let's refresh it. Yes, this is deleted now. So this is how the all the api is work. So you can, I will add it in git, so please check it in below descriptions. So thank you so much, and please do like, share and comment, and please subscribe to get this type of tutorials, and please comment below if you have any doubt in this tutorial. Thank you.